Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook. Sign up now for a $20 free bet. Just use the code IFLTV24. Sign up now. Terms and conditions apply.
This is Joe Pugh for IFL TV. We're here at the Alternet building, Tottenham Court Road. It seems like we're coming here once every couple months for these huge cards in Saudi Arabia. Delighted to be joined by Dan Hardy. Another huge fight for Francis Ngannou. Talk about your first two fights, Tyson Fury, then Anthony Joshua. It's massive, isn't it?
It's wild, isn't it? I mean, if you'd have told me a few years ago that this would be where combat sports is right now, I would have never believed you. I could come down here every month for an announcement like this, though, my friend. I mean, what a great fight, what a great matchup. Ngannou came out of the Fury fight looking very good, and I feel like he's got an even better chance of impressing against Anthony Joshua.
After the Tyson Fury performance, he really announced himself on the boxing stage. Was you expecting him to stay in this space? We know he signed the deal with the PFL. Are you surprised that we're here today?
I am surprised. I'm surprised more than anything at the matchup. I know that Ngannou is desperate to continue his boxing career, and I think he did enough in the Fury fight to open those opportunities for himself. Honestly, as long as he's having this kind of success in boxing, I think he's going to keep it up. He'll keep putting the big gloves on and taking these opportunities. Ngannou can step straight back into mixed martial arts whenever he wants, but he's always dreamed of being a professional boxer. And I think with the hype and the surprise and the excitement that came out of the Fury fight, people just want to see what else he's capable of.
Do you think Anthony Joshua is taking a risk by choosing to fight Francis Ngannou? We know the rewards financially, but at the same time, Anthony Joshua's in a great position with the IBF. He could have fought Hrgovic, he may wait, and then the carrot, I'm surely, will be dangled for the winner of Fury Usyk. Why take Francis Ngannou?
I think it's because, well, first of all, there's a lot of intrigue around this. Everybody's here because of the intrigue around this type of matchup. And I don't think you could have got this kind of intrigue unless Anthony Joshua stepped in against someone like Ngannou. Like, there's a mystery around Ngannou still. Even though we saw a good performance from him against Fury, I still feel like there's a lot of questions to be asked. And I feel like the boxing world is waiting for someone like Anthony Joshua to ask the questions that Fury maybe should have done and didn't. Like the move here, smart move by Eddie and the team, is to go after Ngannou to impress everybody by doing something that Fury didn't. I think that's what they're expecting AJ to do here. But there is a huge risk, a massive risk. You get hit with those one big shots and put on the canvas. Does AJ have the same kind of mental fortitude that Tyson does to get up and carry on?
I think in October, no one expected the fight to go the full 10 rounds. This is being titled Knockout Chaos. Surely this fight isn't going the distance.
Well, I mean, I didn't expect the last one to go the distance, to be honest, either. I thought Fury would get to him when Ngannou got tired, but Ngannou didn't get tired. That was one of the most impressive things, was his patience, his maintaining his composure. I feel like that's going to give him some confidence to put his foot on the gas a bit more in this one. I feel like he's going to be shooting for the fences a bit more and trying to get that knockout punch to land. He's already teased AJ about the lack of chin, and I think Ngannou's getting into the trash talk now a little bit. You might want to try and back it up.
Do you think Francis Ngannou will knock out Anthony Joshua?
I think he's got a very, very good chance. Yeah, and there's a few guys I spoke to in the build-up to the Fury fight, and they remember me saying, of all the fights that he could have had, I felt like Joshua was probably a better matchup. The psychological status of Anthony Joshua being questionable, whether he's going to be able to deal with this kind of pressure, whether he's going to deal with potentially losing a round or two on the scorecards. These are all things that he might have to process on the night. I feel like Fury can deal with those kind of psychological hurdles very well, and I feel like this might be a bit of a tough test for AJ, not just with the power and the strength, but also with the risk factor involved.
Seems a mad question to ask, knowing that Ngannou only made his pro debut 4 or 5 months ago. Could he win a world title one day if he sticks at it and carries on going into these mega fights?
I really think he could. I don't really see why anybody would doubt him. He's got the physicality, of course. He's got the love for combat sports, the determination to prepare for it. We've seen that. He's been a UFC champion. He's potentially going to be a PFL champion at some point. Adding a boxing belt to that collection would be an incredible thing. He would be the king of combat sports if he had a belt in both, no doubt.
Excellent, Dan. Thank you very much for being to IFL TV, and I'm sure we will see each other here at the Alternet building in a couple months. Thank you very much.
No
Cheers.
worries. Thank you.
Thank you very much, mate.
Wall Street Memes Casino,
I'm fine.
and Sportsbook. Sign up now for a $20 free bet. Just use the code IFLTV24. Sign up now. Terms and conditions apply.